Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the Bug Warrior. In this episode, as promised, I will show you all the beast bosses you can tame in Acts 1, 2 and 3, along with their strengths and weaknesses. Alright, the first main beast boss you can tame in Act 1 is the Devourer, which is located at the Mud Burrow. As you know, the Devourer is a centipede-like boss that at close range attacks with its arms and head, but at long range will spit toxic blood. What I like about this boss is that first, it looks awesome, and also its toxic poison damage is good. However, the main problem is that it has a fixed positioning and the speed, of course. Once the Devourer emerges, it will stay in that position, meaning that you have to stay near the Devourer to lure enemies to its location and stay there until they are dead. Aside from that, while his attacks deal a good amount of damage, they are a bit slow. Alright, the next beast boss you can tame in Act 1 is of course the Crowbell, which is located at the hunting grounds. This one, I gotta say, is fun to have around simply because it carries a bell as a weapon and smashes everything with it. On top of that, the Crowbell is fast, so it will be constantly moving from pack to pack, which is great. The only weakness, and honestly it's not even a weakness, is that while its main attack deals a lot of damage, you know, the bell slam, it takes a few seconds for it to channel it. Moving on Act 2, we only have one boss that you can tame, and you guessed right, is the Rathbreaker. You can find Rathbreaker right away at the Vastiri Outskirts. Rathbreaker is probably one of the fastest bosses that you will find. It really has no weaknesses except maybe the amount of life it has, but even when it dies it responds very fast. The good thing about the Rathbreaker, aside from the speed, is that it has a lot of attacks that deal AoE damage, so for sure a solid choice. Moving on to Act 3, we have two beast bosses. The first and probably the most popular beast boss at the moment when leveling up is of course Silverfist, which can be found at the jungle ruins. This massive quadrilla is quickly identified by its signature weapon, which is a massive stone pillar. To me, this guy has no weaknesses. It moves fast, it hits hard, basically everything you ever wish for a companion. The last beast boss you can tame in Act 3 is Xyclucian, I hope I am pronouncing it right, or as we simply call it, the Chimera boss. This boss is for sure a great companion. The only problem I find with it is that sometimes it feels a bit slow. However, when it engages enemies, it's quite lethal. On top of that, as you know, it has AoE attacks with almost every type of element. This beast boss is also great for crowd control as its ice breath attacks slows down enemies. It can attack at both close and long range, and to make things even better, if enemies are at a location that you can reach, well, the Chimera can simply fly to them and land on top of them. Last but not least, the Chimera has to be probably the coolest looking beast boss from the first 3 acts. Anyhow, I will continue updating which bosses you can tame as I progress through Act 4 and the interludes, so stay tuned for more. Oh, one last thing before we go. I tried trapping the boss at the Toxic Bloom, which is called Noxious Behemoth. It is categorized as a beast, but for some reason I can't cast the trap's beast skill on it. Maybe it is a bug, but if you can catch it, please let us know how, but that is the only reason why I didn't include it on this list. We reached the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.